Welcome to the LazyBoyz podcast with me, Mickey Bartlett.
Me, William Thompson.
And me, Shane Todd.
Great times, isn't it?
Yeah.
What a jolly morning we're having so far.
What were we just saying there?
We're just talking about how
Just who runs the world?
Yeah.
And we've all
Girls.
Yes.
But it's not.
But don't do them. Do you know what I mean?
Only if,
Like every
I
time
think historically, no.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think they're behind. They're behind the screen. Women are just like, see, once the moon gets up there and I'm raging again, he's gonna fucking get a piece of my
Oh, I
mind.
thought you meant more like a pagan thing. You know, like behind every good man is a woman.
Is a pagan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that. You mean like.
I was going to write this as a joke, right? And for stand-up, but I don't know if it'll work. I think we'll call this wee section. Is this too much for stage? Right?
That's right.
Or you know how they say like men rule the world and men do really evil things, but behind every good man, there's a strong woman. So
Yeah.
whose fault is it really?
That's not too far.
Not too far.
No,
All right, we'll
it's
cut
fine.
that. I don't want to keep that.
If you had to look at one world leader and go, he definitely gets pegged, who would you think? Keir Starmer must.
Keir Starmer's definitely getting pegged.
Yeah.
I would say Tony Blair was getting pegged.
Oh, yeah.
I reckon Bojo's had a couple of things up his bum too. Like,
Yeah, but he wouldn't be getting pegged. He'd have like Lego pieces and like
Yeah.
old like fucking PlayStation 2 games and just loads of shit.
Just a full DM boot.
Yeah.
I think I'll go Obama. Like.
You think he was taking it off the ass from Michelle?
Yeah. And maybe go
Don't use the mint though, Michelle. It burns my anus.
George Bush Jr., but he keeps giggling during it. Like.
He
He just finds it really
George
fun.
Bush Jr. goes, no, not ready. Okay, go. Okay, go. No, no. Tickets, go. Okay, wait, go. No.
And then she's pegging them, and then someone else comes in. They're like, "Sir, a second dildos," and they're in. I'm just trying to read my stories.
Peg me once. Shame on you.
I've got heel spurs.
Now watch this, fuck.
Do you reckon Clinton? I reckon.
Yes.
I reckon Clinton was like, you want to see what else I can do with this trumpet?
I think he invented it.
No, I don't think he was getting. I don't think he was.
You wouldn't peg him for a peggy.
No, wouldn't.
I think he might have invented pegging. I'd say he's into all kinds of weird shit. Like the girl Monica Lewinsky, like everyone knows her for sucking him off. Do you know all the stuff he did?
With the cigar
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's grim, like.
Hard to light too.
after.
No, during. You can't get any oxygen up there. Like.
It was a Cuban too. That was cigar.
It was Cuban cigar.
Yeah.
Illegal.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, but girthy though. You wouldn't do it while we fucking cigarillo, would you?
yeah.
You wouldn't hit the edges. Like.
Just a big rule.
Is that not that song Peter Kay did for Charlie?
Is this the way to cigarette? I was trying to do Clinton, couldn't do it.
It was okay.
It wasn't bad.
Do you know what?
I can do Clinton whenever I'm.
No, you
mean?
were doing it, but you should have backed yourself.
Yeah.
You gave up too
We were
easily.
talking before we used to getting coffee. We were talking about Obama impressions. And I'm like, I can do Obama when I'm not thinking about it. But if you go do Barack Obama, I just crumble.
Yes.
I've got the. I'll need to work on it, but I think I've got the
You got the cadence.
cadence is there. I just need the voice.
Now, why are they not allowed to sell Cuban cigars outside of Cuba?
You're allowed to sell them outside of Cuba. You can't sell them to the US.
Oh.
Was that a wee embargo thing? Was
It was
it?
an embargo
Because
from
of the Cold War.
The Cold War, and they never lifted it.
But everybody has them.
Yeah, so it's not hard. It's one of those like you can't sell them in the shop,
Yeah.
but you can still get them.
I saw a thing once. It was Arnold Schwarzenegger talking about cigars, and it was something about leaving the cigar
Arnold
skin
Schwarzenegger
in
cigar?
tequila.
What's that?
So you leave the cigar skin in tequila, or you dip the whole thing in tequila, let it dry out. So he's like, I got this stogie, I put in tequila, you dry it out, and then like you smoke it with the tequila. And I was like, I've never wanted to smoke a cigar so much in my fucking life.
Oh, it'd be amazing.
Because every time I've tried to, I vomited because I always inhale.
Yes.
Yeah, same.
Like I always go like
yeah, I don't like them.
No,
They're rotten.
I went through a while where if I was at like a do,
it's class at a
Mates.
wedding. Cigar at a wedding's fucking class. You just feel like,
but it all.
Senator, how you fucking doing? You're gonna play ball
It all-
deal, you motherfucker. you.
Yeah. Well, I dare say, Mr. Governor, we could reach a conclusion.
I drink your milkshake.
You see it. You ever see a photo of yourself doing it, and you go, this doesn't look like I thought it
Yeah,
did.
I remember the first time I saw a video of me smoking cigarettes, and I was like, "What are you doing?" Man?
See, I look exactly the way you think I look smoking
Yeah.
a wee cigar, just like a wee fat mob guy.
The youngest mayor and the youngest man knowing this city's
Also, My hands are that small. When I smoke a cigar, I look like a Looney Tunes character. You know that baby and the baby and Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Like, why is Mickey smoking a javelin?
What was our
Smoke mine like that.
so Arnie said about say you put it in tequila?
It was like you soak it in tequila or something and let it dry out. It was something fucking weird. I might be getting that wrong, but it was like it was because I think that's why people like smoking cigars, because there's a process to it. You have to cut the wee end off it and fucking all that sort of carry on. And then you sit there for an hour and a half.
See, I don't like all that stuff.
It's like the people who are annoying about whiskey. Like, I like a nice whiskey, but someone's like, oh, it's a 30-year-old Scotch blend in a barrel. And you sip it.
Like
You're
Guinness?
like, fucking pour a litre of it into me.
Yeah, see,
like a wee funnel in your bum?
Not my mouth will do, but whatever. Whatever way you IV drip it, I don't
can
care.
you get drunk if you poured whiskey up your bum?
You get drunk
absolutely.
faster.
Absolutely.
Get away.
You
would have
never
to.
boofed?
It's going
Boofed? There's a
Sorry?
name for it?
You never been boofing?
I have never boofed in my life.
Shia
You
LaBeouf?
boofing? You never done a wee Shia LaBeouf?
I've never done a Shia LaBeouf.
Right,
You
hold
need to
on,
start
hold on.
boofing.
Hold on. It has a are you making that up or it's a real name?
I just know it because it's a thing. Eric Andre says it all the time. Where he's like, do you want to boof a cake? And then like fucking squats on like a cheesecake.
I wouldn't do it with a pint though, especially with the price of beer. You'd spill it.
But a wee shot.
$7.50 a pint of the Duke of York. You get kicked out.
It's a risky fart too.
Would you
The head on it.
would you biff a wee sambuca?
Maybe after my dinner.
Lazy boofs.
That's when you spill it.
Yeah, it's called boofing. Just stick way up your wee bum. You get drunk faster.
Like a wee funnel?
Yeah,
That's how you put it in?
yeah.
But do you have to stay upside down for a while that it goes in? Or can you- See, I don't think you're getting drunk. I think you're just dizzy from being upside down.
Also, a nightmare at the bar, being like 2 seconds here, hitting a handstand, put
Aye.
a wee funnel on your bum.
That's a great fact.
Yeah.
Fuck you, you fucking troll. You little fucking troll. You broke my heart. You broke my heart before this episode, you little piece of shit.
Here, Willie, watch this.
Yes, brother.
Friends.
Right, see this guy yesterday we did another very enjoyable
Fantastic
episode of LazyBoyz, and we went for a friend's lunch.
Yeah,
everybody
with friends.
a friend's lunch, and Willie was high-fiving people and taking his hand away. And this morning we were sitting on this couch and he said, "How are you, mate? Is everything okay with you?" He said, "You feeling good?" Before anyone was here, just a wee friends with it. He goes, "You feeling good?" And I went, "Yeah." And he goes, "Come on." And I went for high five and he took his hand away.
Yeah.
A private
How weird is it that 3 grown men are so competitive about that fucking five?
It's how funny I find. There's
I know.
nothing funnier than me is heartbreak on someone's
Yeah,
face.
it's great.
It's so funny.
Yeah.
great.
Who'd I get
You
with?
should really, just from future, add in a wee child is too slow.
Yeah.
Too slow, Joe.
Yeah, I just love
Or
it.
there's nothing better than the handshake.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah.
And that in the hair, or even and then put the gun in the holster.
You put the gun in the holster too?
Sometimes I put
That's
the gun
pretty
in the
good.
holster.
That's
See, I
pretty
like
good.
making them feel bad about it. So when they go to high five me, and then I'll put it up and then drop and go, "What the fuck you doing?"
I've started doing a thing at Lavery's when people go to shake my hand, I just kiss them like a prince. And it's getting
do
a wee
that
bit
and I
weird.
don't like
Kiss
it.
the
Yeah,
hand.
no one's really laughing at it.
Now, do you know when we started stand up, there was a lot of this.
The wolf.
Oh, the
Give-
click,
The wolf
Give the
kiss?
wolf a wee kiss.
the wolf pack. Yeah.
We were going to get matching tattoos at one point, remember?
But we made that up.
No, you
We
didn't.
were going to
Yes,
get
we
matching
did.
tattoos.
No, you didn't.
Yes, we did.
Yes,
we made
we
up.
did.
We were the wolf pack.
Yes.
So the NWO just didn't happen in the 90s.
Oh, you're telling me Hulk Hogan and all the boys used to go and make the wee wolf's kiss?
Yes, famously. Famously. The NWO Wolfpack would come out, do that, and they would all do that.
Oh, the crowd did this, but did they go like did they do a wee
Go,
kissy?
"Oh."
Yes.
They made the wolf's
They made the
kiss.
kissing noise.
They did a kiss
Before they were
noise.
I told you wrestling was gay.
Yeah, they did.
Willie, that's not true.
That's not true.
I.
They weren't coming straight out of Compton
They
and then
didn't
doing
kiss.
wolf.
Okay. Sorry, why do you think Hulk Hogan's from Compton?
NWA.
If there's famously a man who won't do well in Compton, it's all
Yeah,
Hulk.
but
I
he-
hate the N word Hogan.
Here, I'll tell you what.
That much. if he's named something to the NWA.
You know what he calls the NWA? Troublemakers. That's what he calls it. Yeah, that's a famous wrestling thing.
Straight out of Compton, brother.
Woo!
That's Ric Flair, I know, but still.
Have you heard the stories about Ric Flair? Like in the past week?
So for people who don't know,
Oh,
he's one
Ric
of
Flair invented the Thummy War, did he?
yeah.
Yes, famously.
He's one of the most famous wrestlers ever.
Yeah,
But he's lost the head last few years.
yeah.
What
So,
age would he be?
72, 73. He's old enough. Like.
Younger than my dad.
Yeah, your dad's in better shape than Ric Flair.
Oh yeah.
But all
yeah.
those guys go to shit from the roids, don't they?
And
he
plus,
was never a roid guy. If you look at, he was never huge.
Is it fair to say they get like dropped? Like the canvas looks like kind of bouncy, but it's like a wooden board basically.
It's a boxing ring.
Ah, yes.
So because they're doing
I love
that,
how he looked at me when he said boxing because I was like, warrior knows warrior.
well, undefeated.
Didn't cry. So
I cried. Oh, I was emotional then. Not in the ring. When
also
I was
still undefeated. 1 win, 1 draw. That's not a defeat. Do you know what I mean? And it was a bad decision. And you'll learn all about it again. WrestleMania 2026, brother.
Whites only, brother.
I heard
He
the
is
song.
so
I
racist.
heard the song the other day. I can't remember who sings it, but it's a guy who's like making fun of right-wing country musicians, and it's called "I'm Not Gay, but I do gay shit."
Is that
Is he a
Wheeler
black guy?
Walker?
I think it's Willie Walker.
Yeah.
I ain't gay, but I do gay shit.
Yeah.
Like it's very, very funny. And I was driving through Lurgan, like looking at people.
Have you ever heard "Eating Pussy, Kicking Ass" by Wheeler Walker?
No.
You will.
Yeah, is it
love that.
my
I'll send
tune?
it to you. Eating pussy.
I love ironic,
kicking ass.
proud American shit. Do you know what I mean? Like, well, it was Hulk Hogan's theme tune, but I
Yeah.
don't think he got the irony.
The
But I think that's hilarious. Like,
well, that's like was it George Bush wanted Springsteen, Born in the USA, as his campaign song?
I think it was Trump.
Was it Trump? The
Yep.
first time round,
Yep.
wanted Born in the USA by Trump to play out, and then Springsteen was like, "Oh no, absolutely not." He's like, "That's such an anti-American song."
Yeah.
yeah, the whole point is
Yeah.
about fucking going to Vietnam and like
Yeah,
fucking.
but Trump's just,
Same as Fortunate
Yeah.
Son. They always play that as like a
Yeah.
And like, it's,
Some folks are born.
yeah. That ain't me. I ain't a fortunate one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Him there a gold toilet. Like I had to work really hard. You won't let me use it. You won't let me use it. What about this Indian cowboy and builder? And he's in Saudi Arabia getting it fuck.
See, I used to play Call of Duty over COVID. No way you drop into that map on a helicopter first.
Yeah.
I used to just blast Fortunate Son on the way in. So you're flying into a war zone. I would just hear
Oh,
from my
fuck,
mic.
legend.
Oh,
here.
It's the coolest I've
Do
ever
you know what the
been.
thing about
guy.
it is? I've done that myself and I haven't even been playing online. I've been playing like zombies and there's one where you're in it and I'm like fucking class. Hoorah.
Oh, you don't know the brotherhood you make over zombies. Like,
Yeah.
One of the things we've seen. The men we've lost.
Johnny,
no! Sorry, I had a flashback.
I never
get the door, get the door.
played Grand Theft Auto in my life. Is that
No.
what you're talking about?
Nope.
No, Call of Duty.
Call of Duty.
Oh,
Also, you've never played Grand Theft Auto.
never played
Any of
Call
them?
Duty.
Never played 3, 4, like
I once did the man running in Grand Theft Auto, but I think I was just taking him out for a run. Like, do you know what I mean? There was
You
no
just-
one around me. I think he just got a 5K in.
You do nerdy shit. That's nerdier than having played
You
games.
do nerdy shit.
to be
know
fair,
shit.
I've done weird shit in like Red Dead Redemption. Where I've just gone to the pub. Like, I've just went for a pint in the bath. Me in the house stinking like. Oh hey, come here, lady, come over here and wash me.
That's it. There's that wee sexy. You can pay for a lady to come in. She washes you.
Yeah.
She like puts her.
But
hand under the
everybody
water.
in Red Dead Redemption 3, everybody was like, at some point you're going to see her daddies. Full grown men being like, give her $1, see what happens. Full, and you're like, it must be an achievement. You do 14 baths and then she's like, do you want to see them? You're all, do indeed, Greta.
And you never get to see them?
Never get to see them. You never know who's coming in either. Sometimes there's one big freckly, big buxom lady.
Yeah, big
And
ugly
other
bitch.
times, yeah.
Yeah. Then there are times like, oh, would you like a little bit of company?
And there's
cowboy?
times you're stinking too. Like you've been fighting a bear or something. You're like, I'd be embarrassed to let a woman see me that dirty.
There's time I came in from just like throwing hatchets at a dog, and then was like, "Oh, I'm covered in blood."
Are we still talking about the game?
And then and then turn the PlayStation.
Because you look like a wee boy who would do that.
You do look like you'd throw a hatchet. At
Willie's been throwing hatchets at dogs.
Just a Jack Russell wheels for back legs. That was me. That was me.
You're watching Super Vet like, I did that, I did that.
Watching a dog's purpose, cracking your knuckles. You can go get that fucker too. Like.
Marley and me being like, "Fucking guys, go with that wee bastard."
But is it that the wrestlers like were getting slammed like
Oh yeah, we're talking about wrestling.
in our long matches
Yeah.
every day for years?
Yep.
So they then, because their body's fucked, they get on the painkillers.
Yeah.
And that's the slope that so many of them were on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because that's what happened to, was it Diamond Dallas Page with that DDP yoga? He had like no discs in his spine or something.
Yeah, and like the muscle tissue, had, like just he had to find a way to break it up.
Yeah.
He couldn't move. So then they end up getting fucked. So he's a bad alcoholic because of it, and he'd also.
Is there a good alcoholic? That's what I want to know.
Hello. I actually got sent a TikTok last night that says I'm not an alcoholic, I just have ADHD.
Oh,
Yeah.
that cuts deep. You
Yeah.
definitely do.
Oh,
I may
What doctor sent you that?
my doctor did say to me, "You've ADHD." By the way, like it wasn't diagnosed. He just went, "On your way out, you do have ADHD," and I was like, "Did you hear a squirrel?" But there was something about like people with ADHD chase dopamine, so alcohol is like a real quick dopamine release. But then what happens is, which is why I can probably drink like fuck, but after the 5th pint, I'm like, "Oh, I'm not even here anymore, man.
Yeah.
I'm over there playing with fucking throwing hatchets at dogs." So I was like, so I'm non-alcoholic, and then my girlfriend was like, "No, you're still a fucking alcoholic. Like, you
have it
just
on
also
top."
happen to have ADHD."
Yeah,
and
people-
I was like, "What'd you say?"
People with ADHD, they do have like higher their susceptibility to addiction. So they people are like, he's an addictive personality. Good chance.
So it's
he's just
crazy.
has
I'm
ADHD.
struggling to keep up with what you're saying.
We all have. It's one of those things that like everybody's on that spectrum, isn't it? And it's definitely become a fucking
I'd
a
say a lot-
crutch for a
That's
lot
what
of people. Like,
fucking middle-aged women say when you introduce them to an autistic child.
yeah, there's also
we all have it, don't we?
There's a lot of people that are like, yeah, I know
He's
it's-
non-verbal, you bitch. He has it.
yeah. And
Leave him alone.
Leprosy.
like,
Well, we all have that.
everybody's on the
we're all born
leprosy
with it.
spectrum.
My nails fell off.
We're all
My hair's falling out when I brush it. Everybody's on the Chernobyl spectrum.
I think I've had leprosy, Barbara. So
By the
nose
way,
falls
that's the best Who album of all time.
The Chernobyl spectrum.
One of the best albums by the Who.
I'm not entirely sure that's not an album by The Who.
I
It is
don't know
an
it.
album by the Who. Don't back me up.
You mean The Whom? Come on, guys.
I do love Pinball Wizard as a concept of a song. Just seen this fucking blanket on the arcade machine. Good luck.
That's about.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
about
the Deaf,
that
Dumb and
deaf,
Blind
dumb
kid.
and blind kid.
Sure
Like,
plays a mean pill.
it's this deaf, dumb and blind
Also,
kid.
what
just
the film's
slap-
about.
Yeah.
There's a film of it?
Yeah.
Oh, there's a film of it? What's the film called?
It's just
Pinball
called
Wizard.
Pinball Wizard. I think.
There's a film called... I didn't know about
I didn't
at all.
know it either, but I'll watch it.
Are you sure,
Yeah, the whole
are you, sure
song.
you weren't watching Daredevil?
Is he blind?
Yeah.
That's
Ah, it's called Tommy.
Oh, aye, Tommy, aye.
But what's Ric Flair been doing?
Apparently, someone put on Reddit, it's like, on the Florida Reddit, they were like, has Ric Flair came to anyone else's bar in the past month? And they're like, yeah. And they're like, does he keep shitting himself after he's really drunk? And they were like, yeah, he's done that to me too. So he just keeps going, getting plastered, and then shitting everywhere.
He drinks cocktails too.
Yeah.
It's always woo-woos.
He also, fucking,
Yes.
it's outstanding.
Fool me once.
Would you have betrayed us?
Absolutely. Judah.
Also,
Lady Gaga.
a sad thing he apparently does is pay, like, he'll give you like $1,000 if he's like, just sit and drink with me. Like, okay,
Mix
Florida?
on Skyscanner for mix straight to
I was
Orlando.
only in Florida. You see me and Ric Flair in fucking Disneyland, like, woo woo!
You and Ric Flair are like the Spider-Man gift at each
Yeah,
other.
I reckon Ric Flair would be like, this guy just shit himself. I reckon it's no one.
I mean, a night, even someone who doesn't really love drinking, a night out drinking with Ric Flair in Florida.
Is there any celebrity or famous person from even a historical figure that you just go, I'd fucking love a pint with him?
Henry VIII.
Oh, that'd be a good one.
Few meads with the lads. Oh, it'd be great.
I reckon a fucking session with Genghis Khan would have been a screamer. I mean, it would have been babies screaming like.
Yeah, it'd be quite a bit of screaming. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. You'd wake up and you'd be like, did we just take Tibet?
No, I mean that was ketamine.
lot of myths about Genghis Khan.
Oh, was it
Oh.
Genghis?
What's the myth? Hit me with some myths.
Well, he had
Well,
loads
that
of
thing
myth-
about everyone being like they had so many kids and like everyone like is related to. It's, not true.
Is it true about the carbon footprint though? So there's a thing about they killed so many people that the actual carbon footprint of human beings went down, or not?
It was like reversed by 1,000 years or something because
Yeah.
they killed so many people.
Class.
Yeah.
Need to do that again.
Went as far as Vienna.
Really?
Got to the gates of Vienna.
And then just turn back.
Well, the river was they marched down a frozen river towards Vienna pretty quickly,
That's pretty sweet.
and then they weren't sure about the conditions, so they just came back.
What else did Kieran tell you?
I presented the episode on Genghis Khan. Thank you.
Genghis.
We will break him today.
That's made me
Genghis
mad.
Khan. I wasn't trying to be Obama.
Helen Keller.
She plays a mean pinball.
Yeah, yes, that's how I was going at, you fucker.
I thought you meant that's a historical figure you want to have pints with.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
Oh, it is?
Yeah. I think she'd be great crack.
Was she blind?
It'd be hard to get around in though.
Hold on. Why have I said that 9 times in this episode? Is she blind?
What was Helen Keller?
Is she blind?
Blind. She
Blind
yeah,
and
she invented
deaf.
Braille.
Yeah.
Was she non-verbal as well?
I believe so, yeah. Well, she's blind and deaf. She had no concept of language.
Aye. Hi, this is something I've always wanted to actually.
Helen, cheeky bitch. Helen, you're right.
Never returning your high fives. Oh.
Oh my god, that's so dark.
It would be.
Helen said it.
Here she is. Who turned the lights on? I'm only messing. You can't understand what she's saying.
Hello.
Yeah, man.
That's right, Helen. But how, if you're right, if she was deaf, dumb, and blind,
Yes.
invented Braille,
Yes.
how the fuck did she tell anybody what it meant?
Morse code with her foot.
But how'd she learn that?
I don't
The
know.
right
I
attitude.
don't know enough about her. Like,
The
I
right
really don't.
attitude,
Yeah.
like.
Because I've often think, like, do you know when somebody's totally deaf?
What?
Like, when somebody no, that was bad. When somebody's totally deaf, how do they learn sign language? Because how do you know what it means?
But in the
You
same
write
way
it out for
that,
them.
in the same way,
But
that
how do they know what?
But in the same way you learn language by hearing, it's just a different method.
Aye, but that's what I mean. What's the method? I'm not being
No,
like,
no.
how do you do it? It's like,
I assume you point at stuff and start to sign from that. So that's a clock.
oh yeah,
And
it makes
so-
sense actually. There you go.
Total sense.
Mickey's conspiracy of the
Wasn't-
sign language
wasn't-
is a lie.
It was a conspiracy. I'm just thinking.
No, the fact that Helen Keller was blind as well makes that more difficult.
Yeah. Did
Are
they
you
just tap?
Oh, you think you said that?
Did they genuinely Morse code? Just like
Oh, I made that up.
because
I don't know.
that seems plausible to
See,
me.
yeah. Maybe they have a wee system, whatever, like thumbs up, thumbs down.
But she can't see that.
But you know you're doing it.
Aye, but
Right.
how do you convey
Hold
the
on, am I
message
doing
of
a
what it
thumbs
means?
up?
No, Helen Keller would go. Gah!
She's not Sloth from the Goonies.
I know I haven't seen him.
There you go, guys.
You ever seen him in the same room? Just saying.
I've never seen Goonies either, actually.
That's true.
Josh Broland's in the Goonies.
Yeah.
And he's a kid.
Who,
Yeah.
like, very good looking young man. Josh Broland as an older man, you're like, oh, daddy.
Oh,
Good
he's so,
looking
He's
hot.
fucking stunning.
He's so
Good-looking guy.
fit.
See the video of him pretending to take a shit when he was training for Deadpool?
No.
So there's a video of it. It's like he's all muscly and stuff, and he's like, "Arr," and then the camera pans out and he's on the bog pretending to take a shit. Something about that just makes me go, see, for somebody that used to be a real fucking junkie, you really turned your life around.
Good for you.
Fair play to you.
He has to be great to have a historical figure to have a pint
Henry
with.
VIII would be the worst.
He'd be great.
You do fuck all, and he's like, right, you.
Ima-
Before
Imagine
the
you
head
were-
injury.
Anne Boleyn? Her name's Anne Boleyn. The head injury.
That's
Here comes
underplaying
the
it a bit,
fucking
Willie.
head injury.
Well, he's the most understated doctor of all time. I think she's got a bit of trauma to the head. It's off her.
No, it seems to be the neck. It's the real problem.
Well, do you know that's why apparently he became insane? Was he was quite an intelligent young man, but also a good athlete. Had a jousting accident, and then after that was just fucking a boogaloo.
Oh, really?
So looking back at it, it's like he probably just sustained.
CTE?
Yeah,
So many of those like
Ye old CTE.
historic mental guys.
yeah.
A lot of it's STDs as well.
Yeah,
Oh, and he had
syphilis was the
Syphilis,
fucking wild one.
literally. Like,
He had
Yeah.
them. He just had like a big pulsing leg that was just full of syphilis. Don't know what he was doing to get it. in
His
the
leg was
yeah.
full of syphilis?
Yeah. He was full of syphilis, but he had a big wound in his leg. Like he would just bust open with like fucking sores and stuff.
Al Capone as well, another guy.
He had some, yep. Who else? There's somebody else I know of that it's me. No,
It's a me.
It's a me.
Syphilis.
imagine Mario.
got this from going down.
That's how Mario's throwing bananas into the back of a go-kart. He's fucking
Chasing
mad,
too
him,
many rings, bro.
like, Sonic.
Just him running around the sewers. A dragon has taken my wife.
Never played it, never seen it.
He's my friend. He's a dinosaur. He needs fucking antibiotics. I'll be quick.
You did the mushroom. I feel better. Yeah, of course you do. Of course you do, Mario.
Oh, you're a giant. Oh, That's
Luigi.
why you're pissing fire, Mario.
Luigi, you're awful good looking after him. Just keep run about with him. Run about with him. Make sure you don't do
Hey, I
damage.
get the good grant, huh?
He's not even a plumber. Historical figures with syphilis. Go.
Hitler.
Hitler and
Yes.
syphilis?
Well, he has all the symptoms, so they reckon.
Fuck.
See, by the end, he'd everything. He'd Parkinson's too.
I mean, I don't think that's going to
Yeah.
really assassinate.
going around the bunker interviewing people.
Don't think that's.
It's an old Peter Kay classic for you there.
Whenever I was going to say, when you said he had symptoms, I was going to go, what, Homer and Marge?
He's telling everyone in the bunker, you're all going to die, but here's a free Parker pen.
Sun life guarantee.
I don't worry about my nation when I'm gone.
Yeah, that's why I went to Argentina.
I like to leave something for the kids.
Those ads were so fucking grim.
And a free pocket pen.
There was
just
one of
for the
them, right,
boy.
where there was a woman, and she played like somebody's man, Grange Hill or something.
Yeah.
You're right, I know.
And she was in like a series of them, and when you watch the series of them back to back, it looks like she's trying to kill her parents. Like, it looks like she's planning it. She's like, "Oh, Dad, fill that form out.
Yeah.
Sun life guarantee."
Yeah.
But
Parky's like, kill him with this pocket pen.
But those ads are always just like a granny pushing her grandson on the swings and having a nice day.
Yes.
Then turn to the camera and be like, "I'm going to die. Who will look after him? He's a blind, dumb, and deaf kid."
This fat little cunt's too heavy to push.
Who else?
I have syphilis. One day I'm going to die.
Potentially Abe Lincoln.
Oh, alright.
You
Shit.
reckon may have passed it on to his wife.
Oh, dirty.
He does, like, because that's one of the things that happens with late stage syphilis as well, is that it changes the shape of your bones and face and stuff. And Abe Lincoln did have a big old snout on him.
Snout he did, yeah.
Vladimir Lennon.
Yes.
Imagine. Oh,
That's John.
Vladimir, right.
John Lennon probably had it too, to be fair.
Oscar Wilde.
But he was.
Yeah.
He was
I
wild.
was, yeah.
Dirty bastard.
Potentially Beethoven.
Yeah. I knew about that from Amadeus.
He was deaf as well, wasn't he?
He was deaf in one ear.
Yeah.
Beethoven. Apparently, I saw something the other day. Beethoven's Fifth Symphony, right? Dun, 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 dun,
Yeah.
That one. If you listen to that in a certain key, they did a study recently where it kills cancer cells. There was so they basically play at the cancer cells. Swear to fuck, whatever it does, the cancer cells are all like, what the No, it's like 20% of them, 80% are still like, turn it up.
That's also a very good song for finding out you have cancer. Be like with stage.
Yeah. But see, the thing was, I was like, I'm going to stick that on. I didn't know what it was. I was like, I'm going to stick it on, have a wee nap, and see if it just fucking helps my mood. And I put the phone in my chest, and I'm like, dun, 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 dun. It's like I got called wanking.
Yeah, no scientific evidence to support that.
It was on Facebook. Like,
Yeah.
what's
Dude.
I said I saw a thing. I'm not bringing it to you. Like,
I want to talk about it.
do you know what
next concert
cures syphilis? The Beach Boys, Good Vibrations.
Beach Boys famously were not Beach Boys at all.
Yeah.
Didn't surf.
Did one of the Beach Boys get involved with fucking Charlie Manson?
No.
Manson had.
He said he wrote songs for them,
Yeah.
but it was bullshit.
But he did hang out with them. One of the Beach Boys was at Manson's like compound thing, all right?
Dennis Wilson.
Dennis Wilson.
Manson though had hung about with a few.
He was in
famous-
Hollywood a good
Yeah,
bit, wasn't
yeah, he was in there. Like,
Yeah, jocks are and all.
he?
Okay.
He'd be here.
Run the bay here.
Swastika on the head and all.
He was a wild guy.
But more about Genghis Khan. He was fucking mad though.
Manson.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like
The guy who murdered several people in the house.
Here's the thing, he didn't. He got other people to do it. That's how mad he was. He was like,
He's mad, but-
you can't even say I did it. You did it. I didn't do it. You did it. I didn't do it.
But also how charismatic. I've met charismatic people in my life. I've never met someone so charismatic where they're like, go decapitate Roman Polanski's wife, and I'd be like, it's the way he said it.
Aye.
You believed in it.
The thing was, she was pregnant. She should have been drinking coffee at the time anyway.
Jesus Christ. Jesus fucking Christ, Mick.
Excellent.
Thank
Caffeinate.
you. Yeah.
That's great.
Thank you very much.
Jesus Christ.
Brilliant. You'll never get to
You'll
kiss
never
our
get
wolf.
to do it.
It's not your thing.
You're a wolf. We don't want to kiss your wolf.
Yeah, we don't wanna
kiss
It
your
is. The NW, they used to do this, like you've said. Fair enough.
But they didn't do this.
Yes,
kissing.
they did. Yes, they fucking did.
They didn't do it.
Yes,
They
they,
didn't.
fucking
They didn't.
did.
It
Because
would
they
have
were
gone
cool
against their
wrestling
macho
guys.
attitude.
Exactly.
They fucking did.
You're just saying that.
Move on, 'cause you really
You don't
know.
know anything about wrestling.
Shut up.
Yeah,
You
you didn't know anything
freak.
about it.
Shut the fuck up.
They didn't do the kissy wolf.
I sat for
It's
an
also
hours. I
not
went
real
to bed.
at all.
No,
Any of it.
until it becomes real.
No, it's
until
never
they
been
start
real.
fighting.
Yeah. Also, John Cena can't help sick.
Although you say it's not real, right? And I don't think it is either. But you'll put me right on this, right? Was there a guy? Was Edge? His wife was cheating on him with another wrestler, and then
X-Pac?
He's a guy, but no.
This is one. This is mental. Tell us the story of this.
So Matt Hardy and Lita Everyone knew Lita and the Hardy Boys. Matt Hardy and Lita were together.
Real life couple.
Real life couple, 4 years. Edge is his real life best friend. Matt Hardy gets injured for like 9 months. Edge and Lita start bugging each other
Like on the road, because they were traveling together,
on the
right?
road. Yeah,
Was he injured in the ring?
I think so. Yeah,
Maybe that's why she started bugging us.
I hate that I fell for that.
But then, is this true that WWE then went, Matt Hardy was obviously, what the fuck, I can't work with this guy, and they went,
Yeah.
we'll just make it a storyline, but the storyline was the real life thing.
shit.
Weirdly, it's more cagey than that. So Matt Hardy found out about the affair while he was back at home, went online, started telling people, being like, Lita's a fucking slut.
He's on the chat room.
He was on the chat rooms. He was on like Reddit, being like,
MSN Messenger.
yeah. It was like, Lita's a tramp. Edge, it was my best mate, and he started cussing him out.
And then he goes here, BRB.
Yeah.
Dinner's ready.
WWE fired him.
Out to lunch. You're not. You just want to make it sound like you're out to lunch.
Took Edge out of his top 10 on people. People were like, what's going on? WWE fired him for talking about it. So then the fans, anytime Edge was on the screen, started chanting for Matt Hardy. So they brought him back to have a feud with Edge. And it was like, good, he's going to get him back. They're going to put Matt Hardy as like this, like, you've destroyed my life. The match ends in 2 minutes because Edge beats him to a pulp and he can't move. The referee has to stop it because he feels so bad for him. I swear to fuck.
And then it continued.
It went on way too long.
But what was the live sex thing?
That was completely different, but that was still Edge and Lita. That was Edge won the WWE title, and to celebrate it, him and Lita had sex in the ring. But they did it under the covers.
Bum stuff?
No, I don't know. It was under the covers.
Whoa. What?
In the ring, he said.
Oh.
But you couldn't see.
Same joke twice.
So they have live sex in the ring. You see Lita's tit pops out briefly. Thank God for Sky Plus, I'll say that.
The ref's just like 4, 5, fucking 6, get off her. 7, Jesus Christ, you've nothing to prove. 8, 9, 9. Good innings.
And it ends because Ric Flair comes out and starts
Shits himself?
Can I get in on this? Woo! I'll take you on the Space Mountain.
The Rock's like, if you smell. What the fuck is that smell?
Strawberry lube, good man. Ooh.
That's wild that day, like, because you feel bad for Matt Hardy, because Vince McMahon's obviously like, don't worry, I'll take care of this. We're going to tell everyone. We're just making a storyline, but you lose.
Yeah, you lose
Yeah.
embarrassingly so.
See, that was always one of those things. That's the one thing that does give me about wrestling is I've watched interviews with wrestlers who talk about like I was WWE champion at the time, and then they were giving it, and they're like angry about the fact they were written out of a thing, and you go, you didn't earn it technically.
Yes.
It's,
Do you know what I mean?
it's in the same.
You're written in, and you're now being written out.
It's in the same vein of like a soap actor being annoyed that their character shit.
Yes.
Yeah.
You look at it like that. That's what they're annoyed about.
Now,
Yeah.
what soap, here's the big question, what UK soap actor does best in wrestling as a character?
Phil Mitchell.
Phil over Grant?
Phil and Grant, they're the Hardy Boys.
Phil and Grant as a tag
Walford,
team?
Walford.
The Hardy Boy in the wee mesh top.
Yeah. Coming out. Did you ever see the video of the two of them dancing to Kung Fu fighting?
Yes.
Like that's their intro.
Their finishers, the Queen Vic.
Yes, yes. Who else would be?
Peggy's in an urn. Yeah.
Barry's a good like henchman. Barry from EastEnders.
Yeah, Barry would do an awful lot of the like sort of hardcore matches.
Yes.
You'd be hitting him with barbed wire, and
Yes.
like, and he'd thank you for it.
Sings his own theme and all.
Yes.
Yeah.
Gonna do it anyway.
Who else?
I mean, fucking
Ian.
Jim from Coronation Street.
Fizz.
Fizz do great.
You want Fizz?
Oh, Kevin Webster is just known as the mechanic.
Yeah.
That's a good.
You know what I love
character.
about when I stopped believing in soap operas? Right, when it became not real to me
Shh,
anymore.
don't say that because every time you say that, a soap opera actor dies.
When they made
Sinbad at home.
when they made Kevin Webster a shagger,
Yes.
didn't believe in it.
Was he not a bit of a shagger in real life?
Local mechanic, like you
Local
know.
mechanics are you right now?
I think dirty bastards.
Oh, mechanics. Not just the cars they're under, huh?
You're using sexy expressive languages. Your big end's away, love. I need to take a look at your sump.
That's something.
Yeah, I think you need a bit of coolant on you.
I think you need that filtered out of you.
I'd like to fuck you. with dick.
You've tore the whole off. I don't know.
Who is your all-time favourite soap character?
Ashley.
Norris.
Nah, Norris is good too.
Norris is great.
Norris
fucking Roy.
Norris can't help but get his big fucking nose into
Yeah.
everything.
That's how he get them big spectacle. And even when he knows he's gonna get in trouble,
Yeah.
there's people being like,
Rita's constantly like, Norris, for fuck's sake. just stay out of it. And
Can you
Norris
stop
is
being
like,
such a fucking Norris? He's like, what? Yeah, we call it being a Norris. You dick.
there's times people have like murdered someone and Norris manages to be the most annoying cunt on screen.
Right.
Yeah.
Deirdre Barlow had a rough time too, though. She came through an awful lot. Do you know
Yes.
what I mean? The
Me,
Weatherfield one.
Deirdre Rashid.
Deirdre Rashid, you're right. Sorry, my apologies.
First of all.
Yeah,
Remember there was
yeah.
that free Deirdre Rashid movement
Yeah,
that like took the UK by storm?
free the Weatherfield one
Her character was in jail.
for something she did not do.
And there was a whole like front page of all the papers, free
Yeah.
Deirdre
They
Rashid.
blamed her for Lockerbie. Oh, Ken, I put a bomb in my suitcase.
Your Deirdre Barlow's very close to Wallace. Like, oh, Ken.
Wallace?
Wallace and Gromit.
Oh,
Oh.
never seen him.
Yeah, well, like, people don't know Wallace by himself. You can't
Yeah,
go
you have to say, I'm
Wallace
Gromit,
because
like-
people think you mean William.
Oh, Gromit.
Yeah, I was like, oh, freedom. I'll take our lives. I'll never take a freedom.
Never take. Oh,
Can
Wednesday
I say,
Dale, Gromit.
what's really underappreciated is your
neck.
neck work is fucking brilliant because
That's the
Deirdre had a
Deirdre
neck
neck.
on her neck. Yeah.
Oh,
It's a wee bit Mel C
many
from
years lying
Selecta.
in bed. Dying an old man. Or would you trade it all for one day?
Right. Soap
For one
characters.
chance, just one chance, Ken, to come back here and tell our enemies you may take a life. But you'll never take it.
Soap characters doing inspirational movie quotes. What do you call Ashley's dad? Fred?
Fred Butcher.
My name's Maximus Decimus Aurelimus.
I said.
Ashley, husband to a murdered son. I mean father. I wasn't married to me son, Ashley.
Well, you were his dad.
I will have my vengeance in this life or the next, Ashley.
I'm going to make the offer thou can't refuse. That was one of the Emmerdale ones.
I hear I can't do any soap characters. I can't join in.
It's hard, but it's hard to do them.
That
now,
you can
'cause
win, but them stop
no, but
us.
there's no like, there's no fucking. I wouldn't know a soap actor now. Do
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
No.
There was no like Sally Webster.
Steve is still going in Hollywood.
Steve's still going.
Steve's still going.
Is Steve still going in Coronation Street as well?
Steve
Oh,
McDonald,
aye.
Jimson.
McDonald, Jimson.
I tell you, he looks busted.
He's been there
Aye.
since Jesus was a
Steve
boy.
McDonald is there from when someone needs to go. That's all he does. Is Norris still there?
I don't know.
I'd be gutted if
Do you know
Norris
who's a
is dead.
good looking man? Peter Barlow.
He had an awful hard time with the drink too.
Yes.
One of my
Hard time
favourite
with
soap storylines of all time is he owns the bookie and there's the guy he hates, and the guy he hates wins a big bet, cleans him out, and Peter refuses to pay him. Does a runner. Fuck.
I watched a wee clip recently of Peter goes in a meeting, but he takes Ken and Deirdre with him.
Takes Kane.
And they, no, but they, but they take over the whole meeting, and he's just scundered. So he's like trying to get off the drink, and Ken's there as a like former teacher, being like, "Would you say that alcoholism is a?" And you can see Peter Barlow just being like,
Yeah, and then him and like they start going at each other, being like,
Yeah,
"Oh, well,
start
you
arguing.
cheated on me back in '75."
"Them two were never done cheating on each other."
No.
that was it. They
No.
should never. I, mean,
Ken might be the number one soap shagger.
I think he
He's still
Really?
going.
holds the record in Coronation Street for being the fucking biggest
For the
screw in
biggest
street.
body count?
Most
No, the
bangs.
biggest body count in Coronation Street, I think, is still Ken Barlow. He's been there 80
What
years. Like,
fucking nuts magazine feature is this? Most bangs in Weatherfield.
Dave wouldn't be far behind.
I
you.
don't make the algorithm makes me.
Dave was a pucker.
Dave,
was
oh,
a
why?
bunker.
Dave was sexy, like.
Christian was a shagger, the gay one.
Ken Roach, who plays Ken Barlow,
Uh-huh.
recently claimed that he slept up to 1,000 women in his life.
That's what I'm
Oh,
thinking
what?
of.
Oh,
It's
what?
his actual body count.
Yeah.
William Roach is dishing out dick. Fair
He can play the theme tune out of his cock. That's why people go.
Like a wee Indian snake charmer. The pussy just comes up.
That's Dev.
Now, Christian, the gay one, was a shagger because every time they had another gay character, they were like, well, there's one gay. He has to
Ah,
puck him.
right.
He's the
Yes,
only
yes,
one.
Yes.
And he ruined
Mike was a bit of a shagger too, because he
Oh.
was shagging Deirdre, and then
I'm not thinking of Frank Butcher.
Deirdre loves me. Like, well, you're dying in the street, so.
of
Frank Butcher. Oh, boy.
that'd be a good fucking inspirational speech. What's a good inspirational movie speech?
We'll fight them on the beaches. We'll fight them on the
It
shores.
was a movie. It was the World War Two.
They made a movie.
Oh,
Oh,
that's true.
me. So
They made one or two, to be honest.
Yeah.
On the day of my daughter's wedding.
It's good, Frank. I think.
That's pretty good, like.
Wait a
Rose, you're gonna live a long time, Rose. You're gonna die on your bed, an old woman. I'm fucking freezing, love.
And then there'd always be like a Northern Irish character would join.
I can only ever think of Jim McDonald is the only one I can think of. That's
There
ever
was
been
others,
in-
and every time our accent was so.
Do you remember
great.
when the Northern Irish guy was in Neighbours? Now that was peak Neighbours when
Connor?
he lived with the Scullies.
Connor?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
made his way around Erinsborough too. The fucking legend.
And he was dyslexic or something. That was his
Oh,
character.
Catholic.
See you, man.
I
can't-
names are a nightmare to spell either way.
Why is there a 7 in your name?
But any time there is a Northern Irish character, it's like you'll be like, he's cheating on her. He's done what? You dirty old man.
And the
you."
girls will
Guys,
go,
always-
his accent's a bit of alright.
Yeah.
You know, the.
How you doing, love? Get some bucket, G.
You ever have a sausage pop? No.
Do you like Daddy's red sauce or Heinz red sauce?
Where do you keep your toaster? So it is.
Are you going out on the 11th night to watch a pony, you know? And if I sat Faraday's pubs,
Here.
don't make me a home.
Speaking of 11th night, I must find the clip and put it up again because I was doing
Shakespeare?
about 8 years ago. Nice. I was doing interviews for BBC at the Open when it was up in Portrush. So I would be driving a golf cart and all the players, and it was the pro-am, so the players and celebrities would get in. We'd have GoPros up and I would interview them. And Tommy Fleetwood, who's like top golfer, English guy, gets in. And I was like, well, Tommy, it was like 3 days before the 11th or something. I was like, are you staying for the 11th, are you? And he go, or no, you staying for the 12th? And he goes, what's that? And I was like, oh no, there's a load of parades and stuff on the 12th. And he said, when is it? And I went, the day after the 11th. And he goes, all right, mate. And we drove in silence
Fucking
to
hell.
the tee for like 8 minutes.
He's probably still reading about Stevie Nicks, though. Mate Fleetwood.
Nice.
Thanks, mate.
Favourite Fleetwood Mac song?
Go your own way.
Okay, what's your favourite Fleetwood Mac song?
Fuck off. Dreams.
Yeah, Dreams, probably.
Yeah, that whole
like
album
Landslide,
where they
Landslide.
were just falling out with each
Aye.
other, but writing songs at each other.
The chain is used, that
chain,
that
that
riff in the
dum,
chain is
dum,
used
dum,
for
dum,
any like
dum,
Formula One type
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Landslide is always used for like a kid whose parents has died in the movie, and he's just walking home from school.
Is
I've been.
is
free.
Edge of 17 just Stevie Nicks, or is
Yes,
that still
just
it's
Stevie
Nicks?
Nicks.
It's a fucking banger too.
Yeah.
Like.
Oh, aye.
I
Yeah.
know I'll wake
She
up.
still got it.
Does she?
Just a class, like syphilis.
But I love that, like when bands write songs at each other.
Yes.
Always
and then they
great.
have to do it.
Yep.
You mean yeah?
Winner Takes It All by ABBA breaks my fucking heart. That's
Well, that was all over because were they both couples,
they were both couples, so it was.
but did they cross over? Or did they just split up?
No, they weren't swingers. They both just split up.
So what's the song? What does that mean? The winner takes it all.
So do you know?
So when you win,
yeah, you get all of it.
you get all of it.
Because you didn't do it each way.
Yeah.
So it's
think-
winner takes it all.
Do you know why I used to think when you put a bet on each way, it meant if the horse lost, you still won money?
You're like,
I
I'm
thought
gonna
it was.
cheat
I
the
thought,
system.
I thought it was either way.
So what does the lyrics of the song apply to in the context of the relationship of the members of ABBA? Thank you.
The song. So Joe the blonde guy, Benny,
Aye,
he was dating the blonde girl.
Right.
What's her name? Like Agatha or something.
right, whatever.
They split up. He starts bringing his new girl to the studio and writes a song about their relationship, like him and the old one. But it's all about how she has to move on and, okay, you win. It's fucking brutal. Like, so see that's sorry, we know. See that song you're singing about how good my sex life is now? It's a wee bit flat. Do it again. That's brutal.
Are they
Yellow
all still-
Submarine was actually written about John Lennon going down on your going. I had to. I'm so sorry, but it was sitting right in front of me, and I couldn't
Do you know what?
say it.
Racism's fine. 'Cause
I have
hate
it.
Yoko
I
Ono.
also have ADHD, so I can't be
Are,
blamed.
are all of ABBA still alive?
Yep.
Yeah,
The brother.
they came back recently, a
Not out
couple
of
years
the
ago.
album.
So see the way they do that hologram show?
Yeah.
Will they not perform live, or are they all kind of sweet with each
I
other?
think they recorded it. No, they're all sweet with each other. They recorded it and then they just play the recording over.
I think they were just too old to go on tour, or was it COVID? Was that why they did the hologram thing?
No, I think that's
I think they'd always.
I was like, don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I think they'd always planned it. I want hologram shows.
Really?
I'd go. Yeah, I'm never gonna get to see Tupac live, but I'll go see his hologram. Like,
I thought that would have happened way more than it is.
yeah,
About 10 years ago, as soon
They've
as
done
they
it with
started.
Elvis. Haven't they? Was there an Elvis hologram show?
Yeah. 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 There was an under 16 show that had to cancel because the hologram just kept going out in the crowd.
It is mad that he was a nonce too, isn't it? Like,
Yeah, who was the one ruined
Priscilla?
his career with it? The big rock star Jerry Lee Lewis,
he
Yeah.
married a 14-year-old.
his
Yeah.
cousin,
Yeah.
his 14-year-old Great Balls of Fire.
14-year-old, spit your coffee out. His 14-year-old cousin.
Married her.
Yeah, because he's in the Elvis movie, I think, Jerry Lee Lewis. But I think, maybe I got this wrong.
Double dating.
There's a movie like that.
Just sitting outside of school in a pink Cadillac.
Yeah.
My wife's almost finished.
Under 16s go free. High five each other.
Where did you meet your wife? In the ghetto.
I think there's a movie where he's in it, and it's to show that the lead character, if it is Elvis, it's like, nah, it's fine, because look, Jerry Lee Lewis was going out with a younger girl. Might actually been the movie Ray.
Did Charlie Chaplin also have a young wife?
Probably.
He
Like,
did.
probably.
You never hear him talking about it. Like, he's always.
Excellent.
You want to know? You go up there and be like, I must ask you a question.
That's pretty good.
I put Laura and Hardy on for my boys on YouTube,
It's great.
where they're cleaning the chimney.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you meant the actual movie, Stan and Ollie.
No.
No.
It's just a scene. Obviously, black and white. They're cleaning the chimney.
Have you ever
Hilarious.
seen clips of Buster Keaton doing actual stunts?
Yes, the one falling down the hill.
There's like a ladder going over a fucking canyon or something, and he's like fucking
The Tom
bananas.
Cruise of his day.
Oh man, he made Tom
Oh,
Cruise look like a fucking
yeah.
like I know I'm health and safety expert.
yeah. There
That
was
is,
no,
that is Tom Cruise.
but he was setting it all up himself. Like Buster Keaton was the man. Like
Yeah.
he did everything. But
There was-
it's nuts because the shot. It looks like it's like not worth it.
Aye, I've never broken a bone because I'm a very careful person, right?
Yeah.
I know you broke a few bones,
Multiple.
so like if you like,
And a few hearts.
when you you broke mine there and you came that top, but like when you broke your leg and then went back and played football as soon as you could, but are you like a wee bit like fuck? Should I be careful here when I'm before?
Once you hit the first tackle, you're like, I'm fine now.
Aye, because see Jackie Chan, who has broken every fucking bone in his body and is still like, what do you want me to do?
Yeah.
Jump across? Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Like
yeah.
I heard him talk about it recently, where it goes like this: you think about it, you do it, hospital, like because he wrecks himself every. There's one, I think it's Rumble in the Bronx,
My favorite.
where he had a sock that looked like his other trainer over a cast and was fighting people with a fucking full cast on his leg.
Jesus Christ.
I had the video of Rumble in the Bronx. I remember buying it for £3 and watching it like every day for about a month when I got it. It's a fucking great movie.
I've never. John, I've never
Ever seen
broken
Jackie
a
Chan
bone.
movie? Have you not?
Never broken it. I actually don't think I can.
Patreon special.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we
You've
break
seen me
Willie's
fall
bones?
over. I
The
think
new
I,
Buster Keaton.
I think I have a shell. Like I think I'm like part armadillo. You've seen me fall. It does not faze me.
Is this the way to armadillo? I've broken loads of shit.
Yeah.
Collarbone,
His
arm,
collarbone must be
hand,
fucking shite too, though.
wrist, leg, nose twice.
What?
Go ahead.
Well,
Go fucking say something by my nose.
don't need to. Speaks for itself.
I think I hit you
Who
with
broke
it.
it? The Hulk? Wait, I don't know why I did it. Have you
Gonna
broken
break your nose. Straight out of Compton, brother.
But your nose doesn't look like you've. I look like I've broke my nose. Someone once said to me, "When did you break your nose?" And I went, "I didn't." And they went, "Yeah, you fucking did."
I look like I got hit with a frying pan that went in Looney Tunes style, and I just need to go and not to come out.
You look like you're waiting for your nose to grow into itself. Like,
Well, you eat so much ass. I think if you just stop for a month, your nose would come back down.
I look like I'm just in a wee invisible glass box that I'm constantly just.
I just having for your tea.
Is there a bit of glass? If we just took it away, you're just
But your nose doesn't look like you broke it.
it's not straight.
Who broke it?
Bad boys.
Where did I send the check to?
I broke my nose. Did I break my nose?
Was it football as
twice?
well?
Yeah.
You should stop playing that.
In for a penny.
It's
like.
part of the fun.
Yeah.
Part of the fun of playing sports is you get hurt. What?
So the stupid thing about
What's that?
everyone will be like, oh,
I'm
this,
not sure it is, but okay.
It is.
People go, this is so me. Broke my nose playing in. So basically, he was going up for a header. The guy in front of me did not know anyone was behind him, and he's gone to head the ball backwards. So the back of his head just hit the bridge of my nose. The next week or something, or 2 weeks later, I got an operation on it to like reset it and set it straight because it is slightly out of shape. But you had to wear like this like weird bandage thing the whole way over it, like loads of strips after the operation.
Just to keep it
For
like,
24 hours, they're like, keep this on and then you're sweet. I had a gig at the Black Box. Graham Watson was running. 20 quid to do 10 minutes. Got up, like, was about to go on stage, took all the things off, did the gig, nose went back to being out of place.
You could have done the gig with him on.
In my head, I was like, nah, I can't do that.
right, yeah.
I also could have gone, man, I can't do this gig because
But also back then, whenever we were doing the PAV, we were fully convinced there'd be somebody from the BBC in the back of the room being like,
Yes.
"This one, I like him. He's good."
yes.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
yeah,
were
yeah.
such
Fucking losers.
dreamers. Like,
Yeah. Oh man,
look at us now.
you
Famous
get a
as fuck.
sniff. Somebody, some junior associate producer was in, and you'd be doing, I can sing, I can dance, I can do it all.
thought- you
Want me
thought-
to suck your cock? I'll do it.
You thought someone would be back in the room being like, he's got the look, but I don't like the nose.
Yeah.
You gotta have a good nose in this business, kid. It's going up a lot of ashes. So you're not gonna make it. I'm sorry.
But it's BBC Northern Ireland was like, "Your nose going up my hole." Or you're not getting the 15 out of the canteen because it was the canteen lady that was.
You wanna come on Radio Ulster? You pay fucking fix that nose.
Mick, do you remember back in the day if you got invited for a meeting in BBC and you were in that BBC canteen, which is just like any school canteen, you were like proper nervous and you'd be looking around that canteen being like, fuck.
The only time I ever got invited to a meeting in BBC was with you. Honestly, they never asked me.
remember
to meet. It was before LOL.
Did we meet Ray in the BBC
Yeah.
bar? They used to
Did
have
we
a
meet in
bar,
See, there was times you'd meet in a
in
pub.
Broadcasting House.
No, I don't. Was there? I always thought it was that wee hotel beside BBC.
No,
We'd meet.
there was
No.
a bar in it. The
Get
BBC
fucked.
club.
They had a members bar, yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck, I didn't know that.
It's the
Suppose
worst.
Savile ruined that for everybody else too, did he? You used to have a BBC morgue as well. And you fucked that whole thing up.
I'll have a pint of young man.
Well, he actually didn't drink, Michael. Savile.
Oh,
So he was no crack, eh?
a teetotaler. Savile a pioneer. He was a pioneer of certain things.
Say what you want about him. Didn't drink alcohol.
Didn't touch a drop of it.
Yep.
Didn't touch it. Loved a good cigar though.
Never showed up drunk. His breath was always apparently rank.
He was wearing a string vest. I imagine. Yeah, everything was stinking.
And he was doing marathons every day.
Yeah, string vest and
And he
gas shorts.
fucked dead bodies. So
And he fucked dead bodies.
Whoa.
They
Out of
reckon he
pocket
might have rid his ma's dead body
Yep.
because he was left alone with his mum's
I
corpse
was
for
left
like 3
alone when
days.
she died. I was left alone with
The
her.
Duchess.
I thought I can finally have her all to myself. This is actual quote. I can finally have her
There
all
was.
to myself.
Is there something about his mum had a glass eye and he kept it, or was it just a random dead person that he kept the glass eye?
I'm starting to think this guy was weird. The more I hear about him, I tell you.
Mates with Thatcher though.
Was he?
Oh.
Oh, and the king.
Oh.
Hey, Jimmy, I don't know what you're doing there.
I love your work, Jimmy.
Yeah, I like him young myself.
I like your work, Jimmy. You like me on the radio. Don't own one. Oh.
Real recognize real, Jimmy.
Player's gonna play, baby. Don't hate the player, hate the game. You know what I'm saying?
Jimmy, be careful. There's a lot of suspicious minds around here.
Jimmy, do you like karate?
I left saw a girl just leave her room. She seemed all shook up. Oh.
It was Helen Keller. She bumped into a wall.
There's a kid on the lobby playing some fucking pinball. He's blind. He's
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
What? See if he was a pedo, it would break my fucking heart.
Break your hold. He's a big lad. Like.
I mean, he's already a
glass eye thing,
racist.
did you
Would
find
you,
anything
if
with
Stone Cold Steve Austin wanted to like get with
Yes,
you? Really?
but like if he was all romantic and showed up with like a wee flower and all for me, my God, you're.
But you
Look,
wouldn't.
We faked WWE belt and all.
But you wouldn't like that,
I would like it.
or would you not want him to be just?
No, I want to see his sensitive side. I never told anybody this, but I was never close with my father. What?
Would you have sex with Stone Cold Steve Austin?
Yes. What are you struggling with here?
The imagery. To be honest with you.
Right. Be
You
serious,
sharing
right?
2 glasses of wine with her?
Willie. Be
Stone Cold Steve Austin riding you would be like me bucking a teddy bear.
Right, be serious about these, right?
Yep.
The Undertaker.
No.
Hulk Hogan.
Although I think he'd make me feel like I'm good because I'm like, oh, am I putting in a shift? And you turn around, he's all.
John Cena. John Cena.
John Cena, no.
Mick Foley.
Yes.
I'd let Mick
What?
Foley. I'd let Mick Foley ride me.
Does he put the sock on?
Oh yeah, we both have one.
Triple H.
Yes, because he's got money.
You've no morals at all, you. Think of another fucking The Warrior?
No.
Ric Flair?
He hated disabled people. Hated them.
Ric Flair?
No. Because I think I'd be like, that's me done now, Rick. And he'd be like,
Jimmy
"No."
Superfly Snuka?
No, he killed his girlfriend. No. He's a murderer.
Chris Benoit?
No.
Okay.
Crisps?
Well, he had a stomach cerebral
Chris
palsy.
Madry.
And it wasn't too fucking nice to him either. So I'm not chancing you, Benoit.
Just be on your back crying. I'm so sorry. Fuck, I was dark.
That's one of
Do
the.
you know who I would being a completely straight man, but see if Pedro Pascal came into my house and was like, "How's it going? I'm Pedro Pascal."
Yeah.
My cacks would fly off me.
Yeah.
Fly off me. Like, I think he's one of the most beautiful.
He has
humans.
one of the best speeches in TV. Don't we he's about to kill the mountain. He's trying to confess to
Yeah.
killing. He's like, "Ole Martel, you raped her, you killed her," and then he just fucking smashes his head. I love that whole scene. I love
Great
that
scene.
scene.
And do you know what's weird about him? He's not actually a very good-looking man.
It's
No.
his
He's
aura.
just
His
sexy.
aura.
Do you- yeah.
He looks like a well-crafted clay pot.
Oh, I love that. Lost aura, bro.
I was gonna pull out of it too. So
Fantastic.
bastard. It's
Fantastic.
not fair. You have a bigger radius than me. Your big Mr. Tickle arms just coming at me over the sofa. I can't dodge you.
You're right.
I
No,
wish I was like
You also fully went for the high five there, and
No.
your wee face was all cheered up. Like you were
Lost
really,
aura.
like, do you know what? I enjoyed what you did there.
see someone who is stubby. I'm
Oh,
jealous.
Mick, put
of
Carmex in your wee wolf. Go, do it. Mwah. Look at your wolf all sad. Oh, man, no, kiss me.
Yeah, just a wee lonely puppy.
as someone who is a wee stubby guy though, I'm envious of the lank.
I would love to have long arms.
Yep.
Love to.
So, like when
What is it you think I can do differently? Do you
Reach
things?
stuff.
Reach,
Yeah.
and also don't like when you run, it looks like how people should run. Whereas when me and you run, we look like
You know how to
it's like
compliment.
Master's opened the cellar, flee!
So, yeah, it looks like we're doing a Thriller dance, but we haven't seen the video yet.
Do you have to throw crisps into your mouth?
I just get to.
Yeah.
I imagine you eat crisps sometimes after a few drinks with no hands involved.
Says the
No, but I do eat crisps by the handful.
So do I.
Yeah, I'm like a fucking.
Did you ever see pigs and like eating out of a trough? That's how I eat crisps and popcorn. Just like, I just put my face in the bag and
When are you?
Weird.
In fact,
I don't care.
I want to ask you an Ozempic thing related to that, but we'll do it on the. We're going to head over to the afters. Patreon.com/LazyBoyz. Links in the description below. We have a live show on the 21st of September at Mandela Hall in Belfast. There may still be tickets left for that. Check it out in the description. I'm on tour, ShaneTalkComedy.com, starting early next year, leading up to a big show at the SSE Arena in Belfast.
I'm on tour starting on the 20th of September this year. MickeyBartlettComedy.com. I'll be in all over Ireland, and then I'm adding some more dates in Scotland and England, and I'm also in Australia. Probably now.
Right now, yeah.
So I'm in Perth, Sydney, 3 shows in Sydney, just add an extra show. 2 shows in Brisbane, show in Melbourne, and then I'm coming home. So see you over there.
I'm just about. Just if you're up there, anything. LazyBoyz Live, come see it.
All right.